Weather. Now,
It'd be weird, wouldn't it?
To going into an open and empty stadium and marching and waving to people.
No one.
No one.
The cameraman.
Well, to the cameraman and maybe some dignitaries that go, I was here. You know
what about old mate? Now, sorry, I'm gonna tangent real quick, but it's an Olympic tangent.
Right.
What about now? Brisbane has got the Olympics in 5094.
I was going to come to that. I was going to come to that.
All right, we'll get to that then.
Okay. So anyway, Tokyo's happening, and at the moment there's a wave of 2,000 cases every single day in Tokyo. A lot of people have been saying we don't want the Olympics. Cancel it. Cancel it. Cancel it.
Yeah.
Look, they've come that far. They've got to do it. I mean, you know what? It might end up being a lot better than Rio, because Rio was shit. It was. And since Athens, London was the exception to the rule. London had a very successful Olympics.
They had a weird mascot, though.
They did have a weird mascot.
It looked like interference on the television.
It did. Yes, exactly right. However, though, Athens, that country went broke. Beijing just abandoned every single
But they do that, the Chinese.
venue.
That's the thing. They're just like monsters of industry.
Get on YouTube and have a look. Get on YouTube and have a look at Sarajevo 1984 Winter Olympics.
Didn't Bono do a concert there in a bombed out bloody
I don't know
stadium?
But anyway, the luge and all that kind of all the winter stuff there. They
it's just all grown over.
Soldiers used it in the war that they had.
Yeah, but that's the problem with the Olympics. The Olympics seems to be a curse for most countries that have it. It usually goes shit.
Except Australia.
Yeah, Sydney went all right.
Except Australia, because they made sure that all of the venues of performance were going to get continuously used.
Yep.
Over and over and over, and they have been. In fact,
we have been to the main stadium how many times?
Oh, ton of times. However, though, we paid off the Olympics 2 years before they actually happened. We were smart. We were very, very smart. In fact, at one point, Athens was still laying pavers outside the Olympic Stadium the day of the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
And it looked like they weren't going to make it, and it actually looked like they were going to go, the IOC would go, nah, Athens, sorry, you fucked up. We're going back to Sydney. Because we were like sitting there going, twiddling our thumbs, going,
we got the shit.
We'll do it again.
Yeah.
We'll go again. Come on, let's do it.
Is it more the Olympics now? Look, not taking nothing away from the athletes, right? They're the pinnacle.
And the hard work they put in.
They've trained for years. They are the best in their class. They are the best athletes in their division and sport that the world is seeing at this point in time.
They sport good.
They do sport good. But is the Olympics just a massive dick measuring competition between countries?
Of course it is. It always has been. And there's friendly rivalries, like, for example, the Australian and United States swimming teams, both male and female. It was sensational back in the year 2000 to see the Americans said, we're going to smash you like guitars. And when the Australian relay team won that race over America, they got out of the pool and started playing air guitar.
Oh, nice.
And a giant fuck you Yankee style
of course.
way, that was great to see. Great rivalries, of course. We've seen some amazing things at the Olympics. I will, because I do heart the Sydney Olympics a lot. Kathy Freeman, the lighting of the torch, how that effed up and she didn't flinch, and all that kind of thing. Stood there for the 5 of the longest minutes of her life. Nikki Webster was on TV the other day. She's still got her outfit from the Olympics, and she's with her daughter, and her daughter's almost big enough to get in and wear that thing.
Ah, nice.
It's crazy to think. However, though, the Olympics, does it ruin economies? I think it does.
More often than not.
Rio had no business having the Olympics.
They got plenty of drug money.
Yeah, but see...
You seen the favelas?
Yeah, I understand that, but it doesn't really go with the Olympic
No, it's more soccer,
oath.
Isn't it?
Yes,
Soccer's more fueled by drug money.
They did the World Cup, and then they had the Olympics afterwards. World Cup was great for Brazil. The Olympics, not so much.
Yeah, because they did more than just kick a ball around. People were bored.
They were bored, or they couldn't understand what the hell was going on. I don't think that they made a good choice there. Now, Brisbane, getting to Brisbane. I remember being in Circular Quay the morning they announced that we got the 2000 Sydney Olympics. That was in 1993.
Yes.
And that was huge.
Yes.
In fact, the entire country got behind the whole Sydney Olympics thing.
And Nick Skitz brought out a sick mega mix.
Yep. The winner is.
The winner is.
Yep.
I played that to my wife last night to make a point for some random reason.
Wasn't it Southfish or
it's
Southend?
Southend. That was it.
Southend.
Yeah.
And the winner is Sydney.
Sydney. Brisbane was the only official bidder for the
No one else even
2032 Olympic Games.
2032. That's like 11 years away.
Yep, that's right.
So what? We were the default winner. We didn't even really need to bid. We just had to, like, you know, the eBay auction.
Yep.
That's got no bids on it.
Yep.
It's got 5 minutes to go.
Yep.
And you just go, I'll just put $1 on.
Yeah, just chuck a buck
Just
on.
put $1 on. Someone will outbid me for sure. No worries.
And then
ding, you win.
Exactly
Default.
right.
We've Bradbreed the Brisbane Olympics, not Melbourne.
Very, very nice to actually use another Olympic analogy there to explain it.
And then the bloody Olympic president got all shirty and bloody demanding of Palaszczuk or whatever a bloody name is. Palaszczuk.
Palaszczuk.
You will be coming to the opening ceremony. She's like, whoa, buddy, you got COVID.
I got a country pissed off at me.
Exactly. I've done the runner to get some sport while everyone's dying and coughing their lungs out. What the fuck drugs are you on?
Now, here's what I
Where's Juan Antonio Samaranch? Get him back.
He's dead, unfortunately. No, my point is of bringing this up is that Australia was frothing at the mouth when we won the Sydney Olympics. It was like an achievement. It was like going to be a landmark event, and we all had something to look for. Yes, exactly. The year 2000.
Remember when that bloody silly? This is why I played "The Winner Is" or whatever that song was to my wife the other night, because she said something about the Sydney Olympics, and I said I helped because remember at school when they brought that big book around and we all wrote little inspiring things to the Olympic committee and said, my name's Aaron, I'm from Bathurst at Kelso High School and go for gold Australia, and then everyone in the class signed it. It was a big fat book, and then it went off apparently to the next
school.
The next school. You were part of that, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so we did shit for the Olympics. So it was...
They just wanted to have the kids feel included, but
Yeah, I know.
Let's talk about the weak fart that was... the winning of the Brisbane...
The weak fart. I didn't even know we were looking to get the Olympics.
Well, we've got it now.
Yeah, apparently.
So, look, the millstone has been cast around the neck of Brisbane. We haven't got it yet because who's got is it Paris after...
I have no clue.
I think it's Paris after Tokyo. I think it's them. And then, okay, Los Angeles were going to go for the 30-32. Oh, no, I think Los Angeles might be kind of...
2028.
No, hang on. There's 2024... Well, unless there's another COVID.
Yeah.
Then there's Paris, I think, 2028. And then I think it was Los Angeles or one of them.
Right.
One of them. In fact, Paris might be next, then LA, then Brisbane. It was a very weak fart, okay? And all of Queensland were out and they set fireworks up and down the bloody river and off the Story Bridge.
Someone could have told the rest of Australia.
Yeah, but I was just like,
Oh, hang on. We've won the Olympics.
We got the Olympics back.
Woo.
Yeah. Exactly right, and I'll see 2 Olympics on my home soil in my entire life. Well, granted, of course, I don't, F up between now and then, but...
It is a long time, especially at our age. We're not getting any younger.
No, that's exactly right. Are you excited, though, that the games are going to be here?
Meh?
Yeah, I'm kind of...
Honestly, bro.
I'm kind of mad as well because...
There was no build-up. There was no foreplay.
We're going to be in our early 50s.
I really don't care.
Now, a lot of people are saying, I'm going to put away $50 a week until then so I can afford tickets to go to the opening ceremony or something like that. Now, remember what they did for Sydney, though? It was a lottery.
Yeah.
It was like you put in, it was a ballot, sorry, not a lottery, a ballot. And they did the ballot and look, a poor mining family from Mackay scraped and saved to get their nosebleed ticket at Stadium Australia so they could watch the opening ceremony, and that's great. That's the Aussie spirit and all that kind of thing. However, though, having seen Olympic upon Olympics upon Olympics fuck up severely.
And realistically...
Do we need this?
Have you been to Brisbane?
I've been to Brisbane. I love Brisbane. Brisbane's got a burgeoning live music scene.
I was up there not long ago.
It's full of lesbians. All right.
I didn't really go looking for lesbians.
No, I didn't go looking for them either. They just came out of
No, they just came out. See what you did there.
Out of the cracks.
We alienated half of our audience.
No, I haven't. I love lesbians. I love what they do. I'm into what they're into. That's fine. However, though, do we need the Olympics back?
No. We really don't at this point in time. The country's fucked. It's going to take years to unfuck this country.
Yeah.
Right? We've got...
How does one, in your expert opinion, in your
unfuck Australia.
In expert opinion, mate.
So, basically, I think...
Hang on.
You good? Okay. How do we unfuck Australia?
Give me that match I can use as a stoker.
Honestly, I don't bloody know, realistically. Look, I would be all for what they've been doing in India in the first wave of COVID. Now, I don't know if you saw this, but there was this video of dudes, when there was the big quarantine and everyone was like, stay at the fuck home, right? Like, do not go out, do not do anything, self-isolate, it's bad. If you go out, you're in trouble, right? There was coppers on like trail bikes, 250s and scooters and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were zipping around the streets looking for offenders. But you know what they did? It's the best thing ever. They'd see some dude walking down the street, clearly contravening the law, right?
Yeah.
And they had big bamboo sticks. And they just jump off the bike and wail on the dude. It's like,
really?
What are you fucking doing? Whack, 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 whack. And they just go to town on him until he went, I'm going home, I'm sorry. And then they'd escort him home. Just give him a fucking...
After charging him a fine.
Yeah, of course.
And a bribe for the lift.
Exactly. But no, look, I think, honestly, human race cannot be trusted.
No, we can't.
We are grown-ups and we're meant to be able to be trusted. If the boss of the country or the state says, shit's fucked, yo, stay the fuck at home for a week. Don't go and get a fucking latte. Don't go and buy shit tickets. Don't do fucking anything. If you're not having a hearty, stay the fuck at home.
Don't move your shit to Molong.
Don't move your shit to Molong. Don't get in the car and go to somewhere where there's no COVID so you'll be safe, but you take your crotch goblins and your fucking stupid golden retriever and fuck off.
And the COVID that you brought with you that you don't know that you've got.
I think it's time that we repurpose all the Domino's scooters, right?
Right.
We get the coppers on the scooters.
I think this is time that we upgraded Drew.
Like to Ed 209.
Yeah.
You have 30 seconds to comply.
Take your pizza. You have 30 seconds to comply.
Yeah, no.
Get the fuck back in your house.
I think it's time to get the big...
You now have 20 seconds to comply.
It's time to get the big fucking stick out, man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Can you imagine, Drew, like the first, the Mark 1 weapon that it would have? 2 weapons.
Taser.
No. It'd fire anchovies at you. Or alternatively, like the frozen discs of pepperoni.
Ooh.
Just like...
And then, spin them. Is it like cards?
Yeah.
Like Gambit from the X-Men.
What happened to Drew anyway? I thought he was like they're going to be the next best thing, but then he just turned into a character on an app.
Yeah.
They had a physical one.
All he does is track the GPS locator they've injected
fucked.
Into the poor bloody delivery boy.
But they have gotten quicker in delivering pizza, though. Mind you,
they're not getting better.
No, they haven't. It's not right.
No,
they're pizza.
But no, I don't know how to unfuck Australia. Honestly, we just need to fucking man up, sack up Australia.
Sack up and stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. You got decent...
Actually, no, I know what we'll do.
What?
We'll get fucking Carlton United Breweries to supply fucking...
Did you notice that I'm wearing my headphones, but my ears pricked up underneath?
The eyes had a sparkle.
Just say the words again.
Carlton United Breweries.
Yeah.
No, we give everyone... You got to have a victory smoke now, don't you? Yeah, there it is. There it is. We give everyone in Australia 4 cartons.
No, well, they're giving free
We give them a meat tray.
A meat tray.
Right?
Yeah.
A good meat tray, not the fucking second prize meat tray, a good meat tray that's got a half lamb on it, right?
Right.
We give everyone in Australia a couple of cases, a fucking meat tray, and a bloody do not come out of this house for 14 days. That's it. Everyone's locked in.
They've got to go outside to use the barbecue, though.
That's it. Go in your backyard. Do not go anywhere.
If you move anywhere from the patio, we'll kneecap you.
Yeah, exactly. And we have the dudes on the bikes with the big bamboo sticks flogging you.
No, can we change it to something more Aussie?
Oh, thong. You'll get thong.
You're going to get thongs.
Yeah.
Yep. Giant thongs riding around on segways in your neighbourhood.
If you stick your head out your front gate, some going to knock that look off your face with a thong.
And then the wind will change.
And it'll stay that way.
And you're going to stay that way. I like it. So meat trays, cartons of piss, and the pointed finger. Stay in there.
Don't you dare come out.
Don't you? I will cut your internet off and your children will eat you alive. That's what's going to happen to you, brah.
Oh, you're cooking the bloody sausage sizzle at Bunnings next time it's open.
Or I'm going to turn up and flog the fuck out of you with a...
You can't say that. It's a fucking...
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
Well, as